Well, clearly, when the pandemic and COVID hit, we knew right away that we were going to have to make changes across all of TTF. So that's immediately when we went into planning mode. And I would say even more than that, prayer mode. How can we bring Night to Shine, the feeling of that people feel from the excitement of the red carpet, from the moment that they're crowned king or queen, from the times that they're able to just let loose and dance and have fun and be able to just enjoy the overall night? How can we bring that feel to them safely? That's where we started, was talking to specialists within all of the special needs and disabilities communities. We were talking to doctors. What would be the best thing that we could do from the capacity of sharing Night to Shine with those that we love and care for so much from afar?
Yeah, I mean, it was exciting. Once we kind of got over that hump of, man, we're not going to be in person, our imagination just kind of ran with it. As a mom of a son with special needs, with disabilities, multiple disabilities, he struggles with going anywhere, honestly. He struggles with big crowds. He struggles with any kind of event. So when we began tossing around the idea of a virtual Night to Shine, I got really excited, and I thought, wow, my son's going to be crowned this year, because he wouldn't be able to go to an in-person Night to Shine. Not right now, where he is in his life and my personal community. I had heard stories of some of the individuals attempting to go to an in-person Night to Shine. Not only was it not successful, but then the parents going back and looking on social media and seeing all the pictures, it was heartbreaking, because it was the one event where their children were welcomed, loved, sent the message that you matter, that your life has purpose, and they couldn't even do it. I'm thinking back in last year's Night to Shine at where my son lives, and seeing all the parents, they lit up just as much as their kids. I mean, they were literally taking a million pictures. They were able to help crown their son or daughter. And it was just like a divine experience. It was God saying, I can make things beautiful out of the scariest, most unknown situations.
And so even leading up, there was so much excitement. And when we walked up to the first shine through, I remember thinking, honestly, is this going to be close to what we dreamed? Is this going to be close to what we hoped and really prayed heavily over? Will this still be the level of excitement and fun and honor that we want for every guest around the world? Just seeing it all come together, even just the excitement, it truly still felt like an event. You could just feel it. I mean, people were shouting and dancing and singing and yelling. And I mean, just the cheering that started, it's like it just fills your soul like it does when you're on the red carpet, because we were still on a red carpet. We just were obviously at a distance from the cars. But then as that first car rolled through and you felt the buildup, it was an amazing, exhilarating, I would say, feeling. People literally, standing up in their cars or out of their sunroofs and seeing some of them decorated, seeing the way that parents had prepared it, us putting royalty on board. Timmy almost couldn't handle it. He was so excited. He's like, look at that. He's like, you've got to see this. It's like, we've got to have these all over the world, because they truly are royalty.
I'll never forget turning the corner and seeing all of these people. They were in the pouring rain. It was cold, and they stayed all day for my son and for other sons and daughters. My son started rocking, which means he was excited. And when we heard his name over the loudspeaker, Davis Gardner, and we saw this massive red carpet, I could see on his little face that he couldn't believe it. Nobody cheers for my son. He's not in sports. He doesn't get to go to a typical homecoming or prom, and he's not on stage performing. Those aren't things that are going to happen for him right now. But he was just by like 100 cheered for that day, Davis. And he was just floored, and he looks at the video over and over, and all year long, he doesn't have a lot of language, but he talks about his tuxedo for Night to Shine. He's not able to go and be in person. He has the crown in his bedroom, sitting up on his chest of drawers that he looks at all the time. So he had the full experience. As a mom, it was amazing.
God's the one that gave us the gift of shine through. I mean, it was, I believe, all along his idea and his plan. And so for us to be able to adjust and bring Night to Shine through a shine through, drive through adaptation was just a wonderful moment, I would say, in our time of, again, continuing to see God's faithfulness, because this was a way for them in those moments to, I hope and pray, feel visible and important and worthy and loved. And that was God, to me, opening up doors saying, this is part of what I'm doing here on this earth right now, and you're going to see again the plans that I have for you. It was just almost in our spirits as a team for Night to Shine that virtual would remain on because of the way that it could reach people who had not been reached before. And he reminds us in Isaiah, as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. So is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it. And that's what we want in all that we do, is his desire. I believe it was a gift from God. It's taught us so much, and I just can't wait to see the stories that can continue to come out of it.